going on? Glad to see you. I'm here to tell you some stories.
On Square, the people have a voice too.
I think it's awful. I don't think we need them in town.
One time I was ambushed in a house in the Bronx, right off of right there off of Fordham Road, a couple blocks off of Fordham Road, not far from Jimmy Bronx, where I used to go. I don't know what it's called now, but yeah, there should be a big cafe there called Jimmy Bronx Cafe. And there was a time where, you know, I had to meet this guy, and it was a new guy I never dealt with before. But you know, there's a whole thing here. And, you know, he was Spanish. He belonged to a Spanish street gang. He didn't speak English too well, but they knew how to fucking take my money, you know. And I was supposed to do a drug deal with him. And I met him at a house. I never went to a house. You never went to a guy's house. Never went to a house. This one fucking time, I had to go to this house. And she used to tell me, don't do it. Don't go to the fucking house. You never go to the houses. You know, you've never gone to these houses. Don't do it. And I told her, just let me handle this, you know? I remember going into the house, and guy let me in. We go upstairs, and the minute I go upstairs, there's a room. I go in this room, nobody else in the house. Go in a room, the next thing I know, I feel this fucking crack on my head, and all I saw was like a white light, and I hit the ground. What it was there was a guy waiting in that room with a shotgun. And he hit me on the head with it. And I have a scar over here. And I hit the ground, I was bleeding. I mean, I was fucking bleeding everywhere. And you had a guy who brought me upstairs, starts kicking me and going through my pockets, taking my money. They were robbing me, that's what they were doing. So the next thing I know, I'm on the floor and I'm thinking, holy fuck. You know, first of all, I'm groggy, but you know, I'm thinking, holy fuck, I'm in serious trouble right now. I'm in a lot of trouble. And all of a sudden, I hear a noise and I hear screaming. I hear screechy screaming. And then I hear a loud bang. And what it was Julissa. She came in the room, she kicked open the door, she saw me on the fucking floor. She saw blood. She thought I was dead. That's what she told me later on. I mean, I'm fucking sweating. Telling this fucking story, man. You have no idea. Anyway, she threw a shot and skimmed the guy right here, right where the ass and the leg meet. But it was enough to jolt him, the guy with the shotgun, and he dropped the shotgun. I grabbed the shotgun and I swung it like a bat. And I hit the other guy. I hit the guy who brought me up there, who was kicking me. I hit him like fucking Reggie Jackson swings a baseball bat, and I fucking hit him square in the face, and that was it. He was out. Bang. And then I put a gun to the other guy. He was already, you know, on the ground crying like a bitch because she skinned him. So basically, without getting too technical, she just tied them up with she took a lamp cord, tied them up, and then another one, it was a clock radio, tied them up, we took their clothes, threw them outside so they can't run after us. They weren't going anywhere anyway, because I saw teeth, because when I fucking hit that guy you know, with the shotgun, there was teeth on the floor and shit, so I think I knocked his teeth out. Anyway, you know, I can't tell you how many fucking times, you know, she was there for me. And one time her and I went into, you know, we were in, this crazy story. We were in Staten Island, her and I, and I never, you know, I never knew Staten Island was bad. I always thought Staten Island, you know, it's fucking Staten Island. It's like, you know, it's one of the fucking boroughs in New York. But you figure, you know, Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, you know, or, you know, Queens and shit. But Staten Island, it's like, what's in Staten Island? I was wrong. Bro, Staten Island, there's some bad neighborhoods there. we were taking her friend home one time. And we go into this project. And all these guys were fucking, as soon as we get out of the car, and her friend's brother was like the leader of this like fucking gang. This Latin gang. And she tells her friend's name was Celeste. You know, she was Spanish and stuff too. And all of a sudden these guys come from nowhere. Spanish kids. And they're on bikes. They're not kids, they're guys. But they're on these little bikes, you know what I mean? And they're circling around us. And I'm going, what the fuck? What are these guys doing? You know what? And they start saying shit in Spanish. And they're saying shit to my girlfriend and to me. Now, it was a really cold day. It was a really cold day. And I had a gun on me. And she starts saying to me, don't say a fucking word. Shut up. Don't look at them. They're talking about you and us being here. And you know, they're afraid like you're a cop or something like that. Just don't say a word, and you know, that's it. And I could hear them saying white boy and shit, you know. And I knew it was more than just them thinking I'm a cop. You know, they didn't like me being with some Spanish girls and stuff. But anyway, and being in that neighborhood. So they kept circling around, and they would step in front of me when I would walk. You know, you'd have guys step in front of you, and they'd say, "What are you doing here?" And she said, "Don't say a word. Just keep walking." And I had my hand in my fucking pocket. It was a cold day. I had my hand on a gun. And Celeste goes, I'm gonna call my brother and I'm gonna have him come down. They follow us into the lobby, and she calls her brother. Fucking, the elevator opens and this big, heavy-set Spanish guy comes out. His name was Junior. And he goes to Celeste, come here. And he tells Julissa, get out of here, get the fuck out of here. You know, but he says, you know, saying shit in Spanish. And then he says shit to the guys. And they all back up and they go outside and they leave. I'm like, oh fuck, okay, this is good. This is good. They're fucking going now, they're leaving. So we go outside, we're going back to my car, and now they come back around me again. And they're saying to her, Mami, what are you doing? You know, fucking white boy, and they're going back and forth, and she's ignoring them. And they're going, I'm talking to you, you know, and some guys are on bikes, some guys are on hands, and son of a bitch, all of a sudden, two guys step in front of me like this. And they're going, where you going? You're not going nowhere. And I'm like, okay, here we go, this is fucking go time. You know, I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to pull this gun out and fucking, we're gonna have to go, you know? And son of a bitch, I swear, like a movie, like cavalry came. All of a sudden, guy comes over and tackles one of the guys in front of me. And another guy comes over and grabs, and out of nowhere, it was cops. It were undercover cops everywhere, swarming. All over the place. Get down on the ground, get on the ground, motherfucker! And everybody, they're all hitting the ground and shit, there's guns everywhere. And I'm going, holy fuck, you know? Now I have a gun on me, you know, and it wasn't registered. And one cop goes to me, listen to me, motherfucker, I don't know what you're doing here, but you and your girlfriend. I don't know how he knew. I didn't have anything to do. I guess he knew, maybe they were watching, he saw that, you know, I wasn't there to sell drugs or anything. I was just there to bring a girl home, you know? But he said to me, listen, motherfucker, you and your girl, get the fuck out of here. And don't come back to this neighborhood. I'm telling you right now, it's a bad neighborhood. Get the fuck out of here. So I was like, well, you ain't got to tell me twice, you know? I got in the car and I was shitting my fucking pants. And even, you know, Julissa said to me, look, they didn't like you're in their neighborhood. You know, it's a drug, those guys on the bikes, they're watching out. Just, you know, that's all drug dealers there, man. You know, they're the lookouts, you know? They see you coming in their neighborhood, they don't like that shit. You know? They don't like that, you know?
My first motivation came from being the best motherfucker in the world. My second motivation is, I gotta do it for the motherfucking fans. Because these guys believe in me and they need me. And to get some pussy. Getting a pussy is good too.